tornado warning for Henry, Rock Island, and Whiteside counties in Illinois until 4:30. So we have about another 25 minutes to go. And they did mention that a severe squall line capable of producing tornadoes that may not be visible due to the heavy rain was located 6 miles northeast of Osborne and moving northeast at 60 miles per hour. So once again, we do have these tornado warnings, and if there is a tornado out there, you may not be able to see it. It could be very much rain wrapped, and that's just a very dangerous situation within itself. But we also have a tornado warning for Bureau, Henry, and Whiteside counties until 4:15. So it's just basically the other tornado warning was covering up the one that may be expiring within the next 10 to 15 minutes. So we do have the tornado warning for Henry, Rock Island, and Whiteside counties until 4:30. And it looks like we still have severe thunderstorm warnings. I'm trying to find
all the way through there,
we had the severe thunderstorm warning for Clinton and Jackson until 4:30. We also have the severe thunderstorm warning, which covers much of the Quad Cities: Clinton, Scott County in Iowa, Henry, Mercer, Rock Island, and Warren. Residents over all of that. We still have the tornado warning out, which does include parts of the Quad Cities, especially for Bureau, Henry, Whiteside County in Illinois until 4:15. The Henry and Rock Island, Whiteside County until 4:30. We still have reports of this just being Doppler radar indicated. But now they're looking at the possibility of this. If there is a tornado, it is located just north of Atkinson and moving east at 60 miles per hour.
Did you say looking, or was that confirmed?
It's not confirmed.
Not confirmed.
It
Okay.
says
Good.
the Doppler radar indicated a possible tornado occurring along the leading edge of the severe thunderstorm.
Okay.
This tornado was just north of Atkinson and moving east at 60 miles per hour. So if there is a tornado, that's where it's at. But we don't have proof or any reports of this tornado actually being on the ground.
And once again, right now, we are back working on a different radar here. This, I believe, is off our internet, but it's the best we can do at the moment. We've taken another major power bump here at the station, and this is probably going to be going for a while. Happened. A severe squall line formed earlier this afternoon in eastern Iowa and has swept through the Quad Cities. It's been associated by winds that perhaps were as high as 80 miles per hour, at least here at the station, it'd be my estimate. I tried to open the door when that was happening, couldn't even get it open. It rained so hard, it was amazing. And outside in our parking lot, a tree has fallen down on a car out there. There were a couple of mailboxes that were blown off streets.
you still have power right now, the best thing to do is to turn on your radio. Maybe you have a weather radio. You definitely need to keep those on to make sure you're getting the latest information. We're going to continue to follow the storm at least until these tornado warnings are completely out of here. We have another 15 or so minutes to go before this tornado warning has either been canceled, expired, or they're going to renew it. At this point, we can't really show you what's going on the radar because we don't have the radar ourselves. The power has completely taken out all of our equipment. We are continuing to monitor the National Weather Service chat though, so we're continuing to get the reports coming into the station. We're continuing to see the latest tornado warnings, the latest watches, anything that we can relay to you through the National Weather Service. We're going to continue to do that. At this point, I know a lot of people may want to take pictures. We want you to stay safe and be inside. I know there's some people about to get off work. I know a lot of people that usually get off work around 4 o'clock. If you have friends or family or know anyone that may be getting off work anytime soon, go ahead and just maybe give them a call. If they're friends or their family, you just let them know maybe they should stick around a little while longer, just hang out. Or if they are driving, maybe they can pull over or go to a store, a fast food restaurant, anything at this point. You do not want to be caught in the middle of this particular thunderstorm, especially because we have a tornado warning and we have the capability, these severe storms, of producing these tornadoes. And with the torrential rainfall that we do have, if we do get a tornado on the ground, it will be rain wrapped. You will not be able to see it at this point. And that's some bad news for you, obviously. And we're continuing to see a lot of reports about severe wind gusts. We have another one coming out of Atkinson and Henry County, reports of thunderstorm wind gusts of 70 miles per hour. And that's been the theme all afternoon, is these strong wind gusts, 70 miles per hour. These storms today have a lot to work with. Obviously, when it's so hot and so muggy, it's just got so much energy. These storms are moving pretty quickly, though. At times, they were moving at 60 miles per hour. But it looks like the latest indication of this particular tornado warning over the Quad Cities, it has slowed down a little bit. Right now, it is moving northeast at 30 miles per hour.
Cassie, when you get a chance, I have a radar over here that I can kind of give people at least an update on where the leading edge of these things are. So if it hasn't hit your area just yet, it looks to me like it's about Savannah, up there in what would be Carroll County, and then it extends on to the southeast, still west of Sterling, probably getting pretty close to Clinton and Morrison, that general area, not quite to those communities. And then it extends on further to the south to Geneseo, and then just to the northwest of Galesburg, probably past through Monmouth now. So that's the leading edge of this line of storms with the potential of producing those winds that you spoke of. So once that goes on by, things definitely improve slowly but surely as you move west and get back into eastern Iowa. And so once that wave moves on by, Cassie, things should definitely improve around the area here as we go into the early evening hours. But a lot of heavy rain around here today, and the threat for flash flooding is still going to be real around here until this whole system can get out of our region sometime Wednesday afternoon.
I'm actually just going to peek outside and see what's happening in Moline.
And
our station is located at 3003 Park 16th Street in Moline. And just to give you an idea of where we are, and I just looked outside, it's cloudy. Obviously, we've got some rain. It's not really torrential at this point, so it does look like the worst of it may have passed over our particular area. That doesn't mean in your hometown it's completely gone yet, but obviously you don't really want to be out in this because we're going to continue to see a lot of damage, especially on the roads. We've got police trying to block people off in certain roadways. And we actually do have a new tornado warning. They issued a new tornado warning for Bureau and Henry County in Illinois until 4:45. So at 4:03, the Doppler radar indicated a severe thunderstorm with 70-mile-per-hour winds and a possible tornado centered northeast of Atkinson and moving east at 65 miles per hour. So a very fast-moving storm, a lot of rain, and definitely a lot of wind. Even if we do get a tornado, if we don't get a tornado, we're still going to have a lot of wind damage elsewhere. You don't have to have a tornado to actually get a lot of damage. We're already seeing the damage happening outside the station. Of course, we've got street signs down, stop signs down. We've got tree limbs down, a really big branch, and I really don't know how large it was. It looked pretty large, maybe about 12 inches in diameter. It looked like outside the station, actually fell on top of a car and then went to the side. So someone's going to have some issues out there.
Right.
Hopefully it's not you, but we're going to continue to see these strong wind gusts prove a lot of strength across the Quad City Metro especially. You've got lots of branches down, lots of leaves everywhere. We've got flooding happening, a lot of ponding on area roadways. So if you do see any standing water, hopefully if you are listening to us, obviously you're not driving right now, but keep in mind that if you do have to do any traveling later on after the storm is passed and you do see the standing water, do not go through it. Turn around, don't drown. That's obviously something we've been learning since elementary, but a lot of people tend to not follow it, which is not good news. Obviously your motor can run out and you can have a lot of issues with that. So we're going to continue to see flash flooding happening throughout the evening hours and even over the next several days, all the way through about Thursday. As far as I know, we still have a chance for a thunderstorm each and every day, with the exception being tomorrow. We have less of a chance of seeing these storms.
And Cass, I was just getting a new radar scan over here, and that storm that's now heading towards Atkinson clearly is the most intense that I have on the radar right now. That has pushed well east of the Quad Cities, and it looks like it's past Geneseo. Clinton, a storm just about on you right now, and this is one solid line of thunderstorms that extends from northwest of Clinton, now probably just a little east of Maquoketa, back to Clinton, back to the east of Geneseo, approaching Atkinson, and then on down to the west of Galva, and finally to Galesburg. That is the leading edge of this line of storms, with the history of producing these 60 to perhaps 80-mile-per-hour winds. And Denise Hnicken is also with us tonight on the set here, and she's been manning Facebook and other sources here. Is there anything that you can report?
Imagine almost everybody's talking about these storms, no matter where they are in the viewing area, talking about, you know, the high winds that have been coming through. A lot of people saying that they've seen different clouds that have made them a little nervous. We're not 100% sure what kind of storms these are exactly, so we don't want to call anything a tornado if we're not 100% sure what it is. But we do have crews headed out to Muscatine right now. We're getting reports of damage along Highway 61. I've got a report here on Facebook saying that around that Walmart area on Highway 61, there's that car dealership there. We're hearing that the roof possibly was blown off of that building, so we do have a crew headed out that way. That's also the same area where we've been reporting that the
there was a confirmed tornado there.
The semi had blown over in that area, so we do have a crew headed out that way, and we hope to bring you updates from them as soon as they're able to safely get out there. And again, as Cassie's been saying, we certainly do want any pictures or videos that you have, as long as you're staying safe while doing it. After the storm has passed, do not leave your home until everything is safe for you. But right now, we're certainly counting on any information that you can pass along about what you're seeing in your area. And for now, I'm just kind of watching social media and the things that everyone's reporting, and really some incredible pictures, especially just of the cloud formations. I
think there's going to be widespread damage around here, Denise, but anytime you see anything new or something of interest, you just pop right on in there. I will say once again, the leading edge of the line now runs from Savannah back to Clinton and then down to Atkinson, and we do have it back up on the screen there, I guess, so you can at least see where the storms are now. They're east of the Quad Cities and then down to Galesburg, so it's right on the nose where you see that very bright red, orange look. Those are the storms there that have the potential of producing the damage. And I know Cassie's probably going to get some new reports and maybe some new warnings or whatever.
Yeah, we do. We actually have a new severe thunderstorm warning with the tornado possible, 60-mile-per-hour winds for Bureau and Henry County and Putnam now in Illinois until 5 o'clock. As far as any other storm reports go, we have out of Moline thunderstorm wind damage, several large tree branches down across neighbor's yard, no power at residence. So a lot of people without power, and we know what that feels like. We've been losing power all night long.
Well, I'm going to move back into the radar over here, Cassie, and we'll get another look at that. This is not our traditional